So how I came up with my life priorities really started when I was a teenager. And my dad had, who was my pastor at the time, and we were missionaries, had kind of gone over with me about how we should set up our priorities to be like a triangle. And so at the tippy top is going to be God. Then next on the list is going to be your spouse. Next on the list is going to be your children. And then after that comes everything else. So that's your job, your friends, and pretty much anyone else that needs to be on that list. And so when Pastor Grant asked us to come up with our life priorities, I had already had something in my mind. And so my first life priority is to know God and to make him known, and to honor and glorify him with my life in all the roles that he has bestowed upon me. Now, when I was a teenager, it was just to know him and to make him known. And then as more roles in my life have come about, including being a wife and being a mother, that's when I sort of added to honor and glorify him with every role that he has bestowed upon me. The second role goes along with that second priority, which is to be a spouse. And so I wrote that it is to be a faithful wife, a helper who encourages and points my husband to Christ. The third one is going to be that third role to my children, and that is to be a loving mother who leads by example my children to be imitators of Christ. Next is going to be a servant leader in my job as a family medicine physician, remembering that my job is not only my mission field, but also my calling, and remembering that God is the great physician and I'm just a tool and vessel in his hands to bring education, wisdom, and healing to the sick and broken. Next is going to be a daughter who honors and respects her parents, even when they're far away or even when it's hard to love them. Next is going to be a friend and a sister who is selfless and wise, and to be someone who understands the power of words and uses them to build up and not to tear down. And then lastly is to be a good steward with my time, my body, and my finances. And that's how I came up with my life priorities.